So what essentially you are missing here is that you're talking about population, and like AC, it's not an individual item. It's not like a pen or a laptop kind of a thing. AC is something which gets installed in your household. So for that, we need to calculate how many households are there in India, right? So
Yes.
average family size, you can again split. You can take an urban and rural population, and then you can have average family size different. Let's say for urban, it will be like a 3 or 4 member family. For a rural population, it will be like a 6 to 7 member family. So you can split the population into that. Let's say we are taking some 70-30, that 70% is urban, 30% is rural. 70% population is then dividing by 4 to get the number of urban households, and remaining rural population dividing by, let's say, 6 or 7, you will have your rural households. So by that, at this point of time, you have total number of households, right? After that, like many of you said, that you will talk about income division and penetration. So here you are actually talking about the income class, that you will have a number, let's say percentage of these households, that how many percent are low income, middle income, high income. And see, understand that based on this income class, your number of ACs per class will differ, right? A high income house will have, let's say, 3 or 4 ACs, and a middle income house will have just a one AC in their master room or in their lobby. So your number of ACs will differ for each class. So that is why you have to create a kind of a grid structure where you are dividing your households as per income, and then making multiplication of that number, that how many ACs you are mentioning here. So for simplicity, I'm taking that low class as something which who will not be able to afford an AC. So let's take those households out of it. And for middle households, it will be, let's say, a number of ACs per household will be one. And for high income households, the number of ACs we can think of is, it will be like a 3 or 4. Based on that, you will have the number of ACs, right? But are these number of ACs owned, or are these number of ACs which are getting sold every year? Now you have to think of that,
Like
correct?
when we talk about market size, like it's a future market size that will be ACs will be purchased, right?
Correct, yeah. So this estimate the market size. So yeah, again, a very valid question. Market size of when you are talking about. Are you talking about today's? Are you talking about 10 years down the line? Are you talking about 10 years before? So that was again a valid question. Again, which you can clear in the middle of exercise as well, just like you did. You don't have to clarify everything at upfront, correct? Because that was not very important in terms of understanding the problem. So even if you are stuck here and you have this question, okay, I have the number of ACs, but this doesn't tell me that how many ACs are getting sold every year. So now you have the question that, okay, what market size are we talking about? Are we talking about annual? Are we talking about monthly? Or are we talking about 10 years down the line? So what is the time frame to it? Right? So he will clarify, the interview will clarify that I am talking about, let's say, next year annual sales.
Yes.
Yeah. So now you have, so based on all this multiplication, and I think you are with me so far. So you have the number of ACs owned. These are the number of ACs which are already installed, correct? So how
No,
do you,
like this is are the AC which is required. Maybe it's owned or not. Like we have calculated based on income class. Like it
right?
is required one, then higher class will require three. So we have to estimate once again like this much AC must be owned already. We have to
Right.
think that also.
You're right. That's correct. But how do you get a annual figure to it?
Then there also comes like AC's life. Maybe it is of 4 to 5 years.
Exactly.
Then
You're
we have to
absolutely
change
right.
it.
So you have to assume, or you can actually ask that what is the life cycle of an AC? At what point of time an average AC will break down? It could be 5 years, it could be 10 years, you can take any number. Again, he won't mind. It's just that this thinking is required, that you are actually incorporating this factor. You're not just giving him this number, and how many are installed or how many are actually owned or required, as he corrected. So you have an average life of AC, let's say 5 years. So now you have the total number, just simply divide that these many ACs are required over 5 years. So on an annual number, you will have a market size. Again, so you are getting the number of ACs which are required on an annual level. And what was the problem? Does it solve it here, or do we have to move forward?
So I think we have actually got the 5 years volume of ACs required.
Right.
So we have to think of like ACs must be owned already. We have to deduct that.
See, that's the beauty of the life cycle. So this life cycle factor includes your owning part, your replacement part, and the new purchase part. So this actually incorporates your entire all the three scenarios which you are mentioning.
Okay, so we have already got the market size in terms of volume. Yes.
Correct.
Understood.
So right now you have it by volume. What you don't have is by value, and your problem statement was to estimate by value. So then you can simply take an average price of AC, let's say 30,000 or 35,000, and you are through to your market size by value.
So the
Yeah.
ACs can be owned by big organizations and companies. So in that case, the value will change and number of will change. So that's not
Correct.
considered.
No, that's fine. That's correct. And that is why we mentioned at the point of AC, you clarify whether you are going by the residential or you are going by industrial or you are going by commercial properties. So just I cleared it up that ACs we are talking here are only for residential. If it tells you that you have to consider commercial, then you have to go back again and that will be your part 2 problem. This is part 1 for residential, and then you have to solve for commercial in terms of estimating. Let's say you can go by the employment side, that how many employees are there, and then how many companies could be, and how many companies could be of this revenue, and how many ACs will they have. So you can approach in that manner. But for this particular problem, as I cleared out, then what market we are talking is India, size we are talking is terms of value, ACs we are talking only residential, which are split and your normal split window ACs.
So we had to explain by two approaches and not include both of them in one.
No, that's what I am telling you, that you have to clarify at the start itself. If they say, then you have to solve it separately. If they say that, and if they ask you to actually calculate both residential and commercial, then you solve the residential in this manner and commercial in the second manner, which I just told you. And then you combine the numbers and then you give the number to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like this approach is like it's good, but when we take the actual, basically the figures now,
Yeah.
so it will involve basically large complex calculations.
Correct.
So does it matter in interviews, or like, you know what I'm asking?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you don't have calculator there, and you will not be able to process like a calculator in an interview stress environment. So that's why I would suggest to take very simple numbers. So for example, population, don't take 138, take 140 or 130. For average family size, don't take 4, take 5, because it's easier for you to actually calculate. And just like I told you that average life cycle I took just 5, it could be 6 7, but I, for simplicity, I took 5. Average price, again I took the rounded number of some 30 or 35,000, so it's easier for me to calculate, right? So the number which you are taking, that has to be in the range. It shouldn't be very far off. That population, we know that Indian population is 138 crore, and just for simplicity you are asking, ठीक है मैं 100 assume कर लेता हूँ. That will not work, right? And you have to take in the range that there is a, let's say, 10% margin, 10% error ho to chalega, that's still okay. But it shouldn't be way off that the market size is simply getting half or getting doubled or getting ballooned up. That will not work in this case. So take your numbers. Actually, what you can do, you can simply tell them that population, for simplicity, you are assuming, let's say, 130 crores. Or do you want me to consider the 138 number or 140 figure? So that you can simply ask to the interview. So number of ACs owned. So like we said, that these are the total number of ACs which are required for all these households, right? But ye sare households are not buying the AC in the same year, correct? and they are not buying these ACs in every year, right? So that is why we are dividing it by average life of AC. So let's say एक AC 5 साल के बाद replace हो जाएगा, so the life of AC will be 5, and whatever the number of ACs you are getting, you will divide that number by average life, so that you have annual demand कि हर साल मुझे कितने AC चाहिए. Any further questions, guys?
तो सर ये मार्केट साइज मतलब एनुअली है?
Right, this is annual.
ऑलराइट सर.
Yeah. So guys, just to tell you that, you know, from even from this situation, they can change the entire question, or, you know, they can simply mend the question, that they can ask you that how many ACs are currently there in India. So that gives you, that limits your problem only to this figure, the number of ACs owned, right? And if they tell you that you have to calculate only the volume, just give me the number of ACs which are getting sold, then you have this number. And if they are saying that what is the value, yeah.
सर अगर ग्लोबली बोलेंगे इस चीज की मार्केट साइज को एस्टिमेट करना, फिर हम सर कैसे निकालेंगे पॉपुलेशन के पर्सपेक्टिव, क्या मतलब रहेगा फिर हमारा?
Population का perspective क्या रहेगा? Okay, in that case what you have to do in a region manner. I would suggest take Americas, EMEA and APAC, which is your Asia Pacific, your Europe, Middle East, Africa, and your Americas. You have the population of total somewhere around 7.2 billion, and that is how you actually divide. So everything for global, it is way simpler, because you will be simply doing at the average funda. So average family size, it will be like 4 5, considering all the countries which are spanning, let's say from Australia to Nigeria to US. You will have your income class, which again spans across your high, middle, low. Number of ECs per class. Then you have to adjust that in high income segment, the number of ECs class will go up and down. And similarly, the average life of AC also might, you know, change in terms of the kind of country you are in, the kind of usage there is. So that essentially you have to take care. But on a general note, that they will not ask you these kind of questions, because see, the guesstimate thing is given to you in terms you help, you know, further understand the problem, but not to confuse you. So if there is a project coming, so if a AC company is coming to company like PwC or McKinsey, and they are asking to, you know, derive the market size, they will not simply ask the market size of globally. They will have some geography in their mind, that okay, we want to enter into Bangladesh, or we want to enter into Sri Lankan market. So tell us what is the market size and how we actually go about it. Right. So guesstimates are largely coming from practical problems. They are not coming from, you know, out of here, that globally देखना है यार हमें कि ocean में कितना पानी है, or, you know, how many ships you can sink in an ocean. These kind of questions does not make sense in terms of commercial purpose, in terms of business purpose, and it doesn't help the companies. Correct. So largely what they will be giving you is mostly that helps, you know, building a further problem, or building a further solution to the larger problem which has been asked by a company like an AC company, right? So that will be kind of a nature of a guesstimate.